got shafted. They just literally took a suspension rod and shoved it. And welcome back everyone to some more F125 My Team Career Mode. We're heading to the Spanish Grand Prix. Last time out we had a decent result, top step of the podium with Sir Lewis Hamilton. Max Verstappen scoring some good points in P7, but unfortunately not as much as I wanted him to. So today we'll be driving as him to see if we can bring him back up to form. Lewis Hamilton 4 points behind Charles Leclerc, so things are looking spicy there in the lead for the driver standings. Now, of course, in the constructors we're third, just a point shy of getting into the three-digit point scoring numbers. So yeah, we'll see. I think we will be getting 3 digits today, so we'll try and push as hard as we can. Sir Lewis Hamilton on 99 focus, so hopefully he can turn that into a relatively competitive race today, but we'll drive as Max Verstappen, see how things go. If you guys are enjoying the series, of course, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe using the subscribe button down below. Thank you so much for your support.
It's a Catalonian qualifying for you today. Welcome along to Spain, to Barcelona, and wherever you are in the world. Do you feel the need? The need for speed?
And welcome to qualifying here in Barcelona. So let us get ready by lowering our fuel load here. Soft tire selected, and head out there. Set a lap time on the board. See if we can have a strong session. All right. P2 by 3/100ths of a second behind Schumacher. Oi, that was a strong lap. Very strong lap. Oi! Okay. I'm gonna use the escape road. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Want to get out of the way for that kick Sauber. We're good. Right now, the priority is get through, and that is what we accomplished. 6th place and 9th place for Hamilton and Verstappen. Knocked out our duo in O'Sullivan, Aaron, Ocon, Colapinto, and Behrman.
Okay, we've been pushed down to P12.
Here we go. P2 by another 6/100ths of a second behind Leclerc this time. All right. 109.2. A little faster. About 4 tenths faster this time compared to earlier. But we're fine. I think that should be enough for a Q3 entry. There we have it. We make it through to Q3. 5-position grid penalty for Häkkinen. I think that may be a small collision with me. We'll see. Piastri, Bortoletto, Hamilton in P13. Dude. Dang. He's out. And then Maloney, Marti, and Hajar all knocked out. Race director check, and it's collision with Verstappen. Yep. He smashed into me, trying to overtake me. I don't know why he did that, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's move on to the final round. Here we go. Ah, P3. 3/10 behind George Russell. Wow. All right, 2 purple sectors though, and then still managing only P3. Ouch. Well, it's the second row of the grid, sharing it with Liam Lawson in P4, and then ahead of us is Michael Schumacher and George Russell. Wow, 3/10 in it between Russell and Verstappen, and then only 8/100ths, just under 8/100ths to Michael Schumacher. Russell found some extra pace today. Let's jump into it then. Grand Prix day. Let's see what we can do.
Welcome along, everyone, to sunny Spain, specifically to the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. So many great moments in Formula One history have been written at this very track over the years, including Michael Schumacher's first win for Ferrari back in '96. That win was in the rain. We might have better weather here today, but we're just as overjoyed to be at the Spanish Grand Prix. It's an updated track at Catalunya, and we welcome the removal of the chicane in the final sector, shortening lap times and reducing the total running to 2.9 miles and 14 turns. This was actually the original setup for the track, but it hasn't been used since 2007. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. What a qualifying yesterday for George Russell. He'll start today's race from pole position. And Michael Schumacher completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Lawson, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, and Gasly, Leclerc, Senna, Albon, and Oscar Piastri, Bortoleto, Hamilton, Zayn Maloney, and Hakkinen, Pepe Marti, Hadjar, Ollie Behrman, and Franco Colapinto, Ocon, Aaron, O'Sullivan, and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Let's go racing from P3. One-stop strategy, soft to mediums. We can pit a lap earlier, so that's fine. And yeah, lowered our fuel. We're good to go. All right, let's start this race. All right, Lawson behind us is the only one on mediums around us. Lights out, and away we go. Ooh, they got a very solid start. Max Verstappen around the outside, move on Schumacher. There we go. We need to stay close to Russell and use him for DRS. That is the mission today. Spain is one of the tracks the AI is relatively fast at, so especially because of the start-finish straight. So the DRS is going to be vital for us to compete against the rest of the field, especially against the leaders like Russell. We want to help Hamilton out a bit too and make sure Russell doesn't win maximum points today. Oh, screen freeze right there under the bridge. All right. It's time to go. Oh, buddy. Yeah, I think Russell's checked down, man. Crazy how much pace he has. Yeah, we don't have DRS. Alright, we're gonna let Schumacher through. I think he has some pace. We'll use him for DRS then. I think he'll blast past us here. No, he's not going to. Well, it's down to start finish straight for sure then. Russell's gonna slow down soon. I'm not too worried about it. Plus, he's still within undercut territory. Here we go. Schumacher's gonna blast past us now. We might lose out a couple positions here. We got a line of cars around us. Ooh-wee. Some crazy stuff here. Need to stay close to Schumacher now, it's not to lose DRS here. Important we keep that DRS. We need to recharge this battery too. Shoot me. There we go. I need to protect myself against Antonelli. Having to use my battery. Holy smokes. He's gaining on me when I'm using battery and DRS. That's crazy, bro. As I said, start finish straight is super OP for the AI. Just need to try and survive. Hold on to the coattails. All right. Ah, he's right on my rear.
Leading our teammate by 5.9 seconds.
Come on, shoot me. It's only been 5 laps.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Oh, hold on, yellow flag behind us. I think Mercedes had a spin-a-rooney or is retiring.
Green flag. Okay, safety
Oh,
car
safety
deployed.
car, safety car.
Car's been deployed. Watch your delta. Make sure you keep it positive as we
Woo.
close the pack.
All right. Well, it seems like Merc had a spin-a-rooney for sure. Safety car. It's huge. Safety car is huge. It brings Russell close to us again, and we can calm the tires down. Overheating is an issue around
Right,
Spain.
Okay, let's get
Oh!
racing again. The safety car is in
Safety
this
car
lap.
ending. Safety car ending.
Accelerates. Remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line.
That's
Safety
fine.
car in this lap.
So lap 8 to restart. And then we'll go maybe 6 laps, and then we'll pit. And I think we should be Gucci. Alright, we're back up to medium. Race mode race. Brother, Schumacher. Russell's going, man. Russell's speeding up, man. Let's go. Thank you. Alright, see ya, mate.
Clear.
Get good. Top speed difference. Look at that. There we go. Let's catch up to Russell. Need that DRS. Reel him in. Whew! Spun out a bit there. Lost traction. spinning out everywhere. What the flip is happening to the car? Come on, tires. You were working fine through turn 1 and 2, and then all of a sudden you lose grip everywhere. Twitchy there. Damn. Russell's found some extra pace. He's found 9th gear. Alright, Antonelli, let's go. Let's go. Antonelli, go. I need a DRS off you. We need to see if we can stay close to Russell. The way to do that is to ensure I have an AI in front of me that knows how to drive fast. That has that extra magnetic grip and that 9th gear. 8.5 gears compared to Russell. I think there is a small glitch of P1 always getting some stat boost. Because that happened before with Michael Schumacher at the front. And then he just lost pace immensely come around the pit time. Alright, Antonelli, drag us along. Yeah, my rear left is gone, man. Set hard tires.
Copy that. Hards next time we box.
Box the slap. Hold on.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
Box the slap. Box the slap.
Okay, we can take you this lap.
I'm calling it. Car's toast right now. Well, not the car. The tires are toast right now. We're screwed. Whew, okay, hard tires on. I think we've made this modification a few times before, so I'm not too concerned. The hards are still a good tire, so I'm gonna be happy with the pace on the hards. Alright, pit crew, show us what you got. Oh, flipping heck. Fired. Get him out of here. You know the drill. You know the drill. We're done. We're done. Fired. Alright, Max, let's see what you got. Let's make up for that stupid mistake that whoever made that mistake. That guy's gone. Get catering to fill in when Lewis pits. Get that catering guy, the guy who works the espresso machine. Get him on. Get the suit in. I got such a big job to do now. Alright, let's get this job done. Let's go for it.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Mark, you may as well go too. We just pit. No. Bro thinks he's Einstein by saying the tires are still good. We just pit, mate. Alright, people are in the pits. Yeah, we're screwed. Leclerc's getting out ahead of us by a mile. Pit crew screwed me.
So your ERS is running a bit low. Look into changing your ERS mode in the MFD for a more conservative burn rate. Or you might want to try some lifting or gentle braking to recharge.
Oh, shut it, mate. Engineer quiet, please.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah, we're not winning this race. Because we spent 3 seconds. Yeah. If the guy didn't screw up, we would have been very close to Leclerc. We could have stayed close to Leclerc, competed against him. But no, we got screwed. Alright, let's see where we release, where we sit after this pit group. Yeah, we're even behind the myth. See this? That's how screwed we are. That's how much we got shafted. They just literally took a suspension rod and shoved it up our bums here. Oh, flippin' it. Even Häkkinen is ahead of us. Alright, let's drive with Häkkinen and get some DRS off him, recharge. See what we can do. Häkkinen is not a slow driver, so he might help us with this. Oh!
Lewis is in the pits now.
Nearly saw Jesus. Oh. Shit. Garani IC. We got 3-second time penalty. We went a little too aggressive around that corner. Things are going from bad to extremely, insanely bad. Even Hamilton's ahead of us. That's how screwed we are. Man, pit crew really screwed us over. It's because we got overcut. The safety car pushed these guys to a couple more laps. Ow. It's compound interest. Alright, we're in a train, so let's hope we can at least recharge and, you know. Because I'm not doing too bad with race pace. It's actually pretty decent race pace. Oh my god, we're losing out to who now? Albon? Oh my god, it was seriously bad. We were in podium. And then just peaked outside of podium due to the soft tires just overheating and wearing out. And now we are just about scraping points. Wow. Wow. Massive fall from grace because of one idiot who didn't know how to take a tire off. And we have a 3-second time penalty on top of that, which is pain. Oh, the dirty air is crazy, bro. Warning! I didn't even gain an advantage out of that, man. What you on about? FI, I need to get Investigate it. Investigate the race directors. They have ties with Williams. They're getting money from Duracell. Or check in with their ties with Aston Martin. Whew. You know what the issue is? It's the dirty air. Dirty air affects me, but not the AI. You can see all the guys ahead just training each other in a nice little DRS train. At this point, the engine should be overheating to a point where it combusts. And that's why you see a lot of drivers get some distance to get that clean air to cool the engine. In real life, that is. But in this one, they just follow behind because the AI is just shambles. And I think that's also a good reason why I think EA's announcement that they're going to skip a year, that they're going to put an expansion pack on F125 and then release F127. It has hope. Because what I've been mentioning, what a lot of others have also been mentioning, a lot of content creators have been mentioning, is that the game is in an absolute terrible state. Cars make no sense, AI is inconsistent. Like, you see AI making mistakes, great feature, but why do they not lose any performance whatsoever? Their lap times are still extremely fast when they do a little slide or a slip. It makes no sense. If I make a little slip, I lose like 2 seconds. And the AI loses none. In fact, there are instances where I've seen in this series, in either the driver career mode or My Team series, where the AI does a spin, gains more time. So it's actually negative delta. They gain on the cars ahead. Where does that make sense, you know? So they need to reevaluate everything, fix the whole game, maybe even start from scratch, which the current game atmosphere, the environment of quick turnarounds every year, which I think it's attributed to EA and Call of Duty, that just ruined gaming for everyone. And everyone, like, think of it now. There's a huge economic issue going on globally. People aren't rich. Let's be honest here. People are just about getting by. You read the news. People can't buy groceries, inflation's high. No one's buying games nilly-willy, and at that, no one's buying a $60, $70, $80 game every year. That's very rare. And it's not like we only buy one game. It's also that you might be into Call of Duty, you might be into Black Ops, you might be into... Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't care. Stack them up. Give me as many penalties as you want. We're not getting any points today anyway. Because Colapinto, I think, by the end of the race, would have caught up. But yeah, no, it's that... You're buying a bunch of different games, right? And $80 for a copy and paste is just getting ridiculous. That's why I think we've seen the F1 games lose a lot of customers in recently, because the game is in a really bad state. As I go off there again, let's make it 9 seconds. It's an absolute horrendous weekend. Back to the story. Is that the game is in an absolute horrible state. People are not willing to pay $60 to $90 depending on which version you buy, right? The deluxe edition versus the standard edition. And you need to attract those customers again. And the best way to do that is to give more quality. Quality over quantity. And this, I think, is a bold move from EA and Cody's to try and revamp, you know? Now again, it could be that it's total crap, which I hope it's not. For the sake of this game, I hope it's not. Because I love the F1 franchise, and I think F1 deserves a game. A really good one at that. F1 Manager was hope. A little diversity to what kind of games are offered. If we look at the football field, the world of football, and I mean soccer for Americans, if we look at that, they have FIFA, what is now FC, and then Football Manager. I mean, granted, Football Manager did one thing, like delaying by a year, right? F1 or Football Manager 2024 was their last game, and then they skipped a year because of delays, and then they released Football Manager 2026. Had a horrendous release, by the way. A lot of glitches. I have the game, and I just didn't like the user interface, and game was just glitchy as heck. I hope they patched it. I saw that there was a patch a couple days ago, so I hope it's patched, but like, it could go that route, or it can do something completely new and fantastic where it boosts the game in prestige and becomes a whole new era of F1 games. Consider it a regulation change, if you will, of the F1 game. I hope it is. I hope it revamps the game completely and makes it into something very good. And I think that's what's happening with the gaming field. You see a lot of these smaller creators, smaller developers appear. Not really small, but a game that has really hit waves is Dispatch. Telltale Games collapsed right after The Walking Dead. And some of those people involved there, the developers, created Dispatch. $30 price tag. Standard price. $30. Heck yes. And it's an overwhelmingly positive game with minor glitches. I think I could have scored a point today if I didn't get that penalty, but what else?
Okay,
But yeah, definitely we need a new game. Definitely we need improvements. Yeah, at the end of the day, P12, I don't care. But yeah, what I was saying is, if you look back, F1 2020 was so good. Why? Because we could be 6-7 seconds behind the car and catch up. It was realistic. Like, you would be on a tire offset and you could catch up. Even if you're on the weaker tires, the older tires, you could still catch up if, for example, you're on the hards and the car ahead is on the softs. And there was diversity and strategy. Faster cars were doing 2 stops while you were trying to do 1 stops in, say, the Williams and try to score some points with 1 fewer stop. Like, there was a lot of depth to that game. That's why it's so good. And then 21, it really starts to, go downhill from there. And that is what's missing in this game. Just look at this. We had 1 pit stop issue. Sure, it happens, right? Look at the regular F1 race weekend. It happens. But if you look at Max Verstappen, if you look at any of those drivers in a decent car, they try to catch up, and they do. Even when you're in a tight battle with DRS trains, they have to slow down because otherwise the car's going to get wear and tear, and also you're going to tear up your tires. All those factors need to be accounted for, and it's not showing here. Cars are just going behind other cars with no sort of negative effect. And that is an issue. And that has been an issue for a while that a lot of people have been complaining about, the unrealistic nature of the game. And it's gotten so stale, right? Always a one-stop. You look at me playing this game, it's always the same strategy. Softer compound at the start, whether it's the softer mediums, pit about a lap or 2 earlier, and we get a massive undercut as long as the pit crew does their job right. Today, it shows if they don't do their job right, it stacks. And the safety car has something to do with it, that the AI just goes an additional lap or 2. And even faster than usual because the safety car, according to the logic of the game, reduces the tire wear on the car. And they're like, okay, I'll go a little bit faster, and breaking world records. So, yeah. And also straight line speed issues, AI issues. They say they patched the AI. Not really a patch, you can see here. So a lot of issues stacked since the game didn't really change since 2020. I think around 2018-19, the game really shifts into a new era, right? And then 2020, it peaked, and then it just went extremely downhill from there. They need a revamp, and I think it's a good call to skip a year, take an additional year, take that time to look through the issues, maybe start from scratch, see where they can save the code, alter some code, bring new modes in that, the game hasn't really had anything brand spanking new in a while. So this kind of regulation change revamp is necessary. And I'm hopeful, really hopeful of what the next game is going to have in 27. That is going to be fun, I think. It's going to be exceptionally fun. It's going to hopefully give us a much better experience than what we have here. But yeah. Shame today, one pit stop issue, and then we end up in the back. But hey, welcome to the Suh podcast today about the F1 game situation with EA announcing that. And yeah, I'm hoping for some good things coming through. And let me know in the comment section down below what you think about this revamp, about this idea of skipping a year. Hopefully, it won't turn into a football manager situation, but rather something exceptional, something beautiful, and hopefully we can build another era of Formula One games from that new game. But yeah, that is all for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Subscribe using the subscribe button down below. What am I saying? Thank you so much for your support. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you guys in a new video tomorrow.